Hello. Gonna give people some time to join in. I'm back for another moment with Missy on Periscope. I said I would do it once a week. That's the new goal for myself during this season, as I'm coming on once a week. I came on last Thursday at around 4. But today I was out and about and busy, so I had to push it till 8. So, going to wait on a few folks to come in, give them some time. Oh, but while we're doing that, hi replay viewers, thank you so much for watching. Sorry, it was a delay in all the pauses. For those of you who are just tuning in, my name is Melissa Elise Hall. I go by Miss Missy, and I am developing a brand, or I have developed a brand, Moments with Missy. It's a platform for empowerment, inspiration, and motivation. I am an author, speaker, mentor, advocate, all the good stuff. I have a bachelor's degree in psychology. Hello, welcome. I see. Welcome to A Moment with Missy. I was just speaking to the replay viewers and giving another introduction of who I am. So if you're just tuning in, as you see, my name is Melissa Elise and I go by Miss Missy. So we're just giving a little bit more background before I get into tonight's actual scope. As you see, the title is Life Gifted Me Pain. Yeah, so I am an author, speaker, mentor, and advocate. And I started Moments with Missy about 3 years ago now. Mindy28, welcome. Oh, I think I know. Is that my sister? I think it's my sister. So yeah, I started Moments with Missy, I think about 3 years ago now, and it started off on Facebook as a private group, and it has grown and blossomed into, yay, that is my sister. It has grown and blossomed into what we have today. I also, as I mentioned, I am an author, so I wrote, hi Mickey ZZ. Oh, I think that's my other buddy there. Welcome to the scope. I'm trying to let people gather in, and in the meantime I was just giving a bit of an overview of who I am. So as I mentioned last week, I wrote a book entitled Miss Missy Speaks, and if I had to classify it, I would put it in the category of like a self-help motivational memoir kind of book, and it blessed me, it has blessed others, and I'm really excited about what's going on. So welcome everybody. I'm trying to let you guys settle in and also being mindful of the replay viewers. I don't want them to have too many pauses. But yeah, so this week, as you see, the title is Life Gifted Me Pain. And so this is my challenge. First off, before I go into that, as I mentioned earlier, hi, Brother Mike. I thought that was you. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. So yes, life gifted me pain. If we go back, I could really go back many years ago, but to keep it a little more recent, in 2006, I started having a series of attacks that was like paralysis type thing. So I was dealing with inability to write, use my hands, legs, stand, things like that. And it was just a whole host of things that started happening physically. So I would say 2006 is kind of like that point. If you follow me on social media, you see I do a post that says breaking point or breakthrough. Like it could have been my breaking point. Things just really started to kind of fall apart. But from where I'm standing today, what is that? 9 years later? Am I adding it right? 6? This is okay. No, 10. 10 plus 6 is 16. 10 years later, I could truly say that life gifted me pain. And so one of the things that I want to talk about is, first of all, life is a gift, right? Just being alive, breathing, that is a gift in itself. And a lot of times we take it for granted. So like I mentioned back in 2006 when I first got really, really sick, I haven't taken the health and strength that I did have previously for granted. But I've come to realize that life is a gift. And everything that comes away is our gift, even pain. And it sounds kind of weird, but I've come to view pain as something that life gifted me. I didn't ask for it. God knows I didn't want it. Many times, even to this day, I want to trade it in. But I realize it really is a gift because of what it's done for me. I've learned to get the good out of the struggle. And some of the things that I can say that the struggle did for me is it helped me with my ability to focus on what matters most in life and to be more in tune with my purpose, right? Instead of just rushing about through the day and just trying to get through it, I'm all about purpose, being intentional, enjoying the moment. I still have things to work on in terms of being in the moment because I'm a planner by nature. I love to plan and execute plans, but life, it gifted me pain. Even though I didn't ask for it, the pain has really made me the woman that I am today. It has made me better. It has made me stronger, wiser, all of those things that kind of sound cliche, but it's really what it did. I'm more thankful and more reflective. Hello, welcome. More thankful and a much more reflective person. I'm learning to take care of myself and make me more of a priority in terms of my wellness, whether it be physical wellness, emotional wellness, because before life gifted me all the pain, I was just going through kind of existing and just going through the day and doing what I needed to do. But when your very ability to just sit up and breathe is at stake, right? And you're just literally grabbing at straws, I don't know if I'm able to do this. I don't know if I'm able to do this. It just changes. It changes everything. And it make you really appreciate what you do have. So I feel like I'm rambling a little bit. And to be honest, I've been distracted by the people coming in and greeting them. But like I say, if I back up again, I decided that I needed to get on Periscope. As I mentioned last week, this is a huge fear of mine, getting on this live video. I'm settling in, trying to calm down and knowing everything's going to be okay. But I'm grateful for this is another example where I can say life has gifted me pain, because it's really a gift. Things that I've gone through, like the Missy or the Melissa years ago would have never come on and did a live video. There's no editing. There's no way to fix it up and make it perfect. You're just here raw in the moment. And the fact that I'm here doing this video is just another testament to how life has changed me and helped to transform me, and realizing that there are people out there and things that have a mission that's beside myself. And you might say, what is Missy all about? My message, I really want to give a message of hope and a message of healing to those that are going through a rough time, those that are dealing with unhealthy relationships, a poor quality of life, sadness, depression, those kind of things, abuse. And letting you know, putting a face to it and saying you could go through the most difficult of times and you could survive. And so where I started off being angry, saying I don't want to be sick, and then when I went through my big breakup, as some of you know if you follow me on social media or read my book, I was engaged previously, had a wedding date set, had a wedding dress ordered, everything was in motion. I had my bridesmaids selected, and I had to walk away from that relationship because it was very unhealthy. And I went through a whole time where I was men were the enemy, just plain and simple. Sorry guys, I love you guys today, but at one point it was like, don't even look my way, I don't want anything to do with you. But it was the gift of that pain. And I see it as a gift now because it brought me to where I am today. That I'm someone that is living with purpose and intention and realizing what my strengths and what my weaknesses are, or at least on a path to learning and discovering that. It just opened up a whole new world. It showed me that in your hardest of times, Like everything can really be okay. And that's something that I didn't know before. I felt, everything had to happen in my little box according to my plan or my thinking. This is just how everything needs to be. And I got a chance to understand and realize, like, it just doesn't have to happen according to how you think it should go. That life can be beautiful, just the way it's presented. And it really is a gift. If you're going through financial difficulties, divorce, loss of loved ones, in the midst of the pain, while you're in the pain, you don't see it as a gift, but it really is a gift. Speaking of loss of loved ones, I've also experienced a close friend and a godmother. And the pain was so severe. But at the same time, it was a gift. It showed me the strength that I did have. When you have to go without an abundance of finances, when you have to live without the closest and dearest people in your life, and you're out there, you know what I'm talking about. If you have to live that way, it forces you, it puts you in a position where it's like do or die, sink or swim. And that's what made it the gift. I didn't ask for it. I didn't know how to ask for it. But life created this woman that has focus. And I'm grateful to God for that as well, because I can't take all the glory, all the credit, and I can't give it all to life. It's truly God that blessed me to be here. I'm also excited about this Saturday. I'll have an opportunity to speak at a women's conference here in Chicago. So I'm really excited about that and get a chance to share my heart with ladies about living your best life. That's what I really want for each of you, is to live your best life. And what that is for each of us is different, but it's a life that's based on purpose. It's based on happiness, not doing things just because other people expect it from you, but doing it because you have a calling, doing it because it's where you fit. It's what you have to give to the world. So take life's gifts when they hurt you, when it's difficult, when it's happy, when it's great. Thank you so much, Brother Mike. I appreciate it. I really appreciate your feedback. It's interesting because when I'm over here just talking to the screen, all I see is myself. So it's like I'm in a room by myself. So thank you for the comment. It's like talking to myself. But it's really good. So I encourage each of you, as you're going through your path, figure out or take the time to accept what life is giving you, the way it's giving it to you, and realize it really is a gift. No matter how hard it is, if you go through it, if you hang in there and allow it to grow you and mature you, it's a gift. And I know for me personally, I love life. Like, I love living, and I'm so free from a lot of the things that had me so bound up, which a big part of it was my own self, my own expectations, my own timeline, how I thought life should go. When you throw that mess out and you start taking life as it comes, and you realize, like, wow, life is really a gift. So I say life gifted me pain. I didn't ask for the pain. I didn't ask for the struggle, but it has truly been a gift because it has made me someone that I'm more proud of. I have been able to be strengthened, and I was able to heal from depression and wanting to commit suicide, all those different things of being emotionally wounded. And to be someone, yes, I still have hurt, I still have pain, I still have things I work through, but it doesn't dictate who I am, and it doesn't dictate my life. It doesn't dictate how my days are. And I can get up, and instead of dreading the day, I'm up and I'm ready to, like, let's deal with it. Let's do this. So I thank you all so much for watching, my live viewers, my replay viewers, those of you on YouTube, wherever it is that you've watched this video. I thank you for your time. And remember that life, it gifts you pain, right? It's not happy, it's not fun, but it is an opportunity for growth. It's an opportunity for development. It's an opportunity to get to know you. And you get to learn so much. You get to learn who's in your corner, who's your friends. You get to learn more about family members. It's a very interesting experience, and it really is a gift because it's something about pain. It's something about the struggle. It provides so much clarity in the midst of the brokenness, in the midst of the heaviness. It brings a lot of clarity. You have to really choose, what matters, what doesn't, who stays in my life, who gets to go. You know, where am I going? Where am I not going? What am I willing to do? What am I not willing to put up with? You know, all these different things. It gets real, and each of you know what I'm talking about. And some of you who are listening to this video perhaps might feel like, you know, I've had enough. I don't get the lesson and the pain. It's just one thing after another. I don't want to deal with this anymore. I just strongly encourage you to reach out to me. Or to reach out to someone who can help you, because just sometimes we just need our mindset tweaked. You know, sometimes we need someone to come in and give us a positive insight on where we are, because sometimes you can get lost in your hole, and all you see is just what you don't have and what's not happening and who hasn't been there. And sometimes it is hard to stop and reflect. What I do is I literally make myself, sometimes I have to literally ignore the negatives. That's another reason how you get to life's gift, the gift of life, the gift of pain. You have to ignore the struggle. And when I say ignore, I'm not talking about la 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 la, I'm so happy, everything is great, and being dishonest. You say, I'm challenged, I'm struggled, but once you solidify that, I'm frustrated with my finances, you know, I'm single, I want to be married, I'm married, don't want to be married, you know, wherever your struggle is, once you've identified it, okay, that's my reality. It is what it is. Now let me push that to the side and let me focus on what matters. How do I go forward? What kind of mindset can I have that will let me get through not just this day, but my life, who I am as a person? And if there's something you can do and make changes, whether it be, like I said, moving people out of your life or getting a hobby. For me, I had to just get out literally of the bed of pity, and I had to start doing things that I liked. And one of the things I did was I started reaching out to people and just sharing what I was going through. And I pulled the cover off the pain. That was, for me, it was a bit bold. It was a big move. You don't have to necessarily make that big move. I started blogging on Facebook, but you might just talk to a friend. You might do poetry. You might anonymously run a blog. There's different things you could do. But the main thing is, I think you have to accept it and then figure out what's the action plan instead of replaying it over and over in your mind, because it's gonna be there. You're not gonna forget it, but you don't have to replay it, you know, where it's a song you sing every morning, noon, and night. So I have a lot more tips that I could give and share. I don't want to make the scopes too long, because I do want to save more time for next week. And also, as I mentioned, I'm getting more comfortable. I'm finding my footing. I'm working on it. But I will be back next week, Thursday. I'll announce the time. It won't, more than likely it won't be this late. It'll probably be more like between 4 and 6. Next week I'll be back on Thursday. So thank you all so much for tuning in. Once again, you can find me online. I have a website, www.momentswithmissy.com. I'm also on Facebook. Thank you, Melinda. I'm also on Facebook at Moments with Missy. There's a actual, they call them fan pages, but it's a public page. I'm on Instagram and Twitter with Moments, capital W, Missy. But if you type in Melissa Elise Hall, you're pretty much going to find me all the way around. So Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Yeah, I'm on Tumblr, but I don't really use that. But the website will get you everything. All right, thank you guys so much. Have a great night. I have to figure out how to end this. Okay, bye-bye.